The other night, I was getting ready to leave Times Square after a rally, and a woman asked me to hold her plastic bag. She and her daughter, both visiting from Kentucky, were about to engage in an impromptu photo shoot, and understandably, the plastic bag of french fries would have detracted from the more glamorous look after which they were going. I joked that she might not get the bag back, but I held it during the photo shoot. Afterwards, she offered me $10 for my services. I refused. She said, "What, you're just a nice guy?" I said, "Yeah." She, her daughter, and I spoke for a while afterwards, and she asked why it is that I'm such a nice guy. I said, I like to treat people the way that I would want to be treated myself. Fast forward a few hours after some breakdancing shows and a subway surprise. I was sitting in a subway car, and I made eye contact with a woman, probably around 16 years old, sitting a few seats away from me. I nodded, she nodded back. She was wearing earbuds, and she looked sad. I took out my notepad and wrote a brief note. "You look sad. You okay?" I slid it to a seat between the two of us. She looked surprised, read it, and nodded. We did not interact for the next 2 minutes until it was my stop. I got up. We made eye contact again. I nodded. She waved. I waved. And I got off the train. Perhaps truly she was fine, or perhaps she was hurt, and in my near white attire, I might have seemed as an angel to her. All that without either of us having said a single word to each other. I share these stories because they illustrate a point that I like to make. Many people ponder why bad things happen to good people, yet make no effort to do good things for these good people. Many of these people are quick to complain when God doesn't interfere, but ignore it when God does interfere, yet fail to realize that it's not God's role to interfere when the opportunity to do good things is in our own hands. Gandhi said, "If we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the world would also change." So when we have the chance to hold a bag for someone or to check in on a stranger, we have the opportunity to do good in the world. And when we miss these opportunities and instead complain, we damage our relationship with God, with the world, and with our fellow man.